Today we installed a big beam in the house, opening up the space between the old kitchen and the new family room. I'm showing older pictures of the house to help illustrate where it was and what it is now. You can see the new first floor there, and this is the second floor as we just finished putting the roof and sheathing together. And this is the finished house. Through those 4 windows in the center is where the new great family kitchen room is. And this is where we're working on the beam today.
So it looks like that bottom plate wasn't fastened up, or else it just came apart when you pulled the other beams out. So there you go, no motion. Okay, and here it goes. We're putting up the beam. We've got our pocket over here and over there. No, it's you jack it up, I'll pull it back. All right.
Stop. We're dealing with a 400-pound beam. Now get this out.
Well, what about it?
Pop it up or something. There. Be careful. If that's going, I'm running.
Yeah, I know. It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, right.
Now,
This end
got the,
this end needs to go up. Don't pull down on that too much. Here.
well, see, I need to give me the flat
No,
bar.
you go-
Give me the
You go over
crowbar.
here and hit that. Go
Well,
over
that's
here.
not going to go in because this is being held out. I need the bar to pop this. And there you go, the beam is in. Here's the beam lift. That is a lifesaver. So we have a pocket over here, 1/2-inch shim with cedar shim to tighten it up. And over on this side here, we jacked it up and put studs in all the way up, and it's tight. And so there you go. We got 2 more studs going on this wall here. Actually, maybe it's 1 more and sheetrock. And there's all the hangers up there. We've got 2.5-inch number 10 Simpson screws, and then we will use the framing gun to nail in the 2 angle holes on each hanger. So things are cruising along nicely. And there is the toilet that we have to mess with. And there is the bathroom sink drain that we have to mess with. Okay, back to it. Okay, today is the day. We have the new big beam in place. And we did a flush beam. So you can see we made a pocket over on this end of the wall, on the existing exterior wall. So it is held up by about 2 inches of 2x4s, and then it's nailed in up there. And it spans all the way across here, and it comes over to this wall here, and we have 2x4s holding it up here. And so you can see, let me get in here. All right, you can see the hangers for the joists up there. Let me get a flashlight here, because you can't really see things. All right. Okay, so you can see the hangers we put up there. They're Simpson LUS210s Z-Max hangers. So we have 2.5-inch number 10 screws holding the hanger into the beam. And then we have some screws angling in from the hangers into the beam. Oh, if I can find them, yeah, over here we've got screws in these hangers here just to hold it. It's almost 6 o'clock and the Mariners are playing tonight, and the Mariners are kicking butt, so we want to watch the Mariner game, so I got to get home. But yeah, there is the upper floor joists are all hangered and nailed off to the new beam. And so we had, yeah, we're just leaving the pony wall intact here for tonight, and then we'll pull it out tomorrow when we finish hangering everything off. But so yeah, this is looking real good. Very happy with it. So that is how, if you've been following the last few episodes, how you install a flush beam when you remove the end wall of a house. And as you can see, it's looking mighty fine. Up there is the old 3/4 inch lap siding sheathing that was on the house. Tongue in, or what do they call it, shiplap. So anyway, that's like 3/4 by 8, and that's from the days before plywood. So I think that the beam is 16 feet and 8 inches long, if I remember right. And yeah, nice. So it spans everything, no gaps, and as you can see, it fits into this pocket up here. And what we did for this is we ran the beam into here, and then we jacked it up and swung it into the pocket over on this side, and then we jacked up this end of the beam back over here and got a couple of 2x4s in there and put them with pressure on them. Used a sledgehammer to get them in, and they're tight up to the top. And yeah, so this is looking mighty good. I'm very happy with how this turned out. And so if we'd have installed that beam below the old rim joist and joists, the ceiling in there would have been, the bottom of the beam would have been at about 6'10", maybe 7 feet. And the homeowners just really did not want a dropped beam. And so that's what we did. We put in the extra effort. and pulled out the old rim joist, cut back the floor joists, got this beam up there, and made it happen. And so you can see the beam is up there, and the joists run right into the beam. Unfortunately, it's not the GoPro's not really the best camera to zoom in on things like that. So I guess maybe I'll take a couple of shots with the cell phone camera for close-up stuff and document that and show you that on cell phone. Okay, so that is it. Very happy with today. And if you look out here, you can see the beam lift in the back of my truck. And man, is that thing ever a lifesaver. No way we could have lifted that beam up in place without that thing. $80 a day to rent it, or is it $80 for 4 hours? So anyway, I got to run that back down to the rental shop and get rid of it so we don't pay 24 hours on it. Okay, signing off on GoPro, and I'm going to take a couple of pictures with the cell phone and then be out of here. So if you like what you see and you want to keep learning about remodeling houses, building houses, and find this interesting, please do subscribe. You're invited to follow along and see how things go. Okay, gonna take some cell phone pictures, cell phone video, and so you can see that we have the hangers are on the joists. You gotta look between this thing here, and you can see we have 2.5-inch number 10 Simpson screws holding the hangers to the beam. We want to make sure that they are attached well. And so this side here is supported by studs. And we have that wall stud goes up there, holds that last joist next to the beam stable. And so here you can see the number 10 bolts, screws on the hangers. And up there, no, not quite yet, over here. There you can see we've got some 3-inch deck screws holding the hangers through the joist into the beam. And so we'll screw the rest of those in tomorrow. But we've got plenty of them holding things together right now. Then this here is where we cut the drain from the bathroom sink upstairs off, and that is going to go across the ceiling. And widen my view here. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Okay, so we are going to, where'd the pipe go? Right there. Okay, so we're going to put a mission coupler on that, and it's going to come across and then through here, and where that toilet is, we're going to run the drain into that. So we've got plenty of stuff going on. And what we'll do is we'll run that into the side with a, that elbow gets changed to 3-inch ABS, and then it comes down the wall over here, and that will be 4-inch. Actually, we're going to have to do something about that. I'm not sure yet. This is still a bit complicated situation. What we might actually do is abandon to where the vent is up here and move it over there. And so yeah, we'll have to think about that one, but we will show it to you when we get to it. And then this wall space here is where all the plumbing is going to come down and hook up. You see there is where the current 4-inch main stack is. So we will cut the top of that off and then reconnect the 4-inch pipe to that. So we have plenty of stuff to do and going to be busy. And there you go. One more shot of the beam. And it's being held up in there by the pony wall. And I'll just walk back here and take a picture of the beam across the top so you can get a look at it. So you can see that the beam is flush up to the old house subfloor. So that was a bit of work. Okay, I gotta run. Thanks for watching.